Hey, what's up, family? It's your boy Eli Isabel, and welcome to the Steel Country Podcast, episode 4. Listen, I know it seems like it's been a minute, but with the holidays that came through, our brother took a little vacay, so it's been a little hold up on episode number 4. But I want to first and foremost say thank you to everybody who's been checking out the podcast and following us on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Please like, subscribe, share, man. Let's get the news out there about the Steel Country Podcast. I always say, you guys have been saying, hey, E, when are you going to do your show? Guess what? I'm doing my show. So we are now here, and I definitely would love you guys' support, your feedback, anything you can give me to make the Steel Country Podcast better. Keep in mind, I'm still growing. I am the host. I am the producer. I'm the cameraman. I vacuum in the studio. So I'm literally Tyler Perry of the podcast game right now. I do it all. But yeah, so please like, subscribe, and share all things Steel Country Podcast. And thank you guys for always tuning in. Tonight, y'all, oh my God, I got a blast from the past. Well, she's still in my current, but I have a blast from the podcast past that always be rocking with a boy, man. I don't ever want to do anyone a disservice by introducing them and leaving things out. So I'm going to let her talk her shit and talk about who she is, y'all. This is going to be such a great show. She's hilarious. She's smart. She's insightful. She's beautiful. I'm going to let her take it from there. Who are you, man? Talk to the people.
What's up, peoples? What's going on? Steel Country Podcast.
Yes.
It is definitely good to be in the building with you, E.
Thank you, boo.
It's definitely nice. What's going on, world? It's your girl, Nelly B. I am in the building. For those who don't know, it's a long history with me and E. We used to rock out together with 2012, 2014.
Damn.
It's been years.
It was that long ago?
Yeah. So shout out to old school, get Moxie.
Get Moxie,
right?
Yeah, right. What do black men think after dark?
Right. Exactly.
Yo.
So for those who don't know, me and Eli used to rock out with our podcast back in like 2012, 2013, somewhere around there. It was Get Moxie Lifestyle Talk Show. Where we had candy conversations.
Yeah,
solution-focused candy conversations. It was a bomb. But anyway, I'm your girl, Nelly B. I am back in the building. It feels so great to be here, back behind the mic. This is nice.
Sure.
This is nice.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yes.
You know it. Anytime.
Tell people about yourself. What do you do?
Yeah,
how can they reach you? Talk to the people.
Just got excited to be around the mic.
I appreciate it. Yes.
But licensed therapist, clinical social worker. I am the CEO and founder of Dope Therapy, LLC, and DOPE is the acronym for Determined to Own My Power and Evolve. So I do provide mental health and psychotherapy to adults 21 and over. So I've been now in practice for 3 years, going on 4.
Wow.
If you want to reach me, I'm at Dope Therapy Life, LIFE.com. You can that's my website. You can reach me there. And what I've been up to, just like trying to live my best life. I'm trying to be big like E. I'm trying to be like him. You know what I'm saying?
Don't do it.
But nah, life has been good. Life has been really, really good. God has been good. I'm just excited to be here.
Thank you. How can the people reach you if they wanted to? I mean, you got any social medias? Did you say?
Oh yeah. No, I didn't say.
Talk about social medias. You know what I mean?
Facebook is Nelly. Dope Therapy Life is on social media on Facebook. Nelly B Right. I am on Facebook and on Instagram.
Okay.
It's Nelly B Right. Yeah.
All right. Listen, y'all, this woman is phenomenal and she is hilarious. So we're about to get into a couple of things tonight. But Nelly, first things first, I want you to talk about an experience I had. I'm not going to call out the business, but it was a Black business. And, we try to support our people, right? Mm-hmm. And as I was in there being frustrated about how long it took for me to get my food, I thought about the times when I'm at a chain restaurant or like, for example, Trolley Square, when there's like 0 Black businesses over there. Mm-hmm. And Trolley Square is an area here in the city of Wilmington, Delaware, in case you don't know. But my point is, I thought about the times where I am in these establishments and things are taking forever. And I thought about, do I have less patience when it's my people as opposed to a white business?
Wow.
And I was like, because I don't know, and maybe I was hangry. So that added to
that adds a lot.
Me being frustrated.
Yeah,
and I had a friend telling me he was here in town. My boy said he was saying how he wanted this one guy that used to work on his car, very good mechanic, right?
Mhm.
He says, but he wants an advance on the money first, so then you got to buy him some beers and cigarettes before you get started.
It's always a hookup.
It's always something, but then when you go elsewhere, like they just gonna do the shit and then it's over with.
Mm-hmm.
And trust me, there are poor services in every community and by every race. But I guess my question, and I wanted you to share your insight on this: do you have less patience for when the business is bad, when it's people that look like us? Do we expect more, or should we expect more, or?
Well, the unfortunate part for me, honestly, in all seriousness, I don't expect more from us. It's just a shame. It's sad to say it. I just don't. I kind of accepted us for who we are because, like you said, it's always a hookup. It's always yo sis, yo bro. Listen, this is business. Let's stop mixing business with pleasure.
Get that discount.
Right. You know what I mean? Like, take something off that. Like, come on now. So I think for me personally, with us brown and black people, I don't expect. And it's sad to say, but it's the truth. I don't expect more. So right. I think the patience is really just based upon the service.
Right.
And kind of like what's going on in that moment.
And I want to. I really want to give my business over here, and I want to have the same expectation I would have in a white establishment. Mm-hmm. But I mean, sometimes it's awesome. It depends. Yeah. And then sometimes, and again, in the white establishments, I walked out because it took forever to get seated, mm-hmm. or they're short staffed sometimes too. But I don't know. I feel like I need to check myself and just, pay attention to whether or not I am less patient with my people.
I think honestly, like for me personally, going back to what you was just saying, it's just really based upon the service, whether you black, brown, white, whatever. It's really just like what's going on in that moment. If it's, whatever establishment it is. But if the expectation for us is not as high as this is not. I mean, no shade, no this to nobody.
Because we want it to be.
Right, we want it to be, but we got to get it together, really.
I think we often support businesses in our community, and we know that the quality of the service or the goods aren't good, mm-hmm. The service isn't good, but we want to support because they look like us.
Right.
And there's this big push, which I agree with. We need to support and keep our money in our community, but should we do that at the expense of bad service?
No. No, listen. No. I think you support based upon how much you believe in that service and that business. Realistically, I mean, right. I don't care if you're brown, black, or whatever, but if it's a service that's not really beneficial, mm-hmm, or it's a service that's trash, let's just call it what it is.
Right.
And it's not really helping us as a community.
What are we doing?
Yeah, waste of time.
Do you think that we've been just conditioned in this country to just be against not support our people anyway? Because I feel like in a small community like that we both live in, mm-hmm. there's very little support, mm-hmm. And people that may be duplicating services where they could probably come together and make it bigger.
Yes.
And maybe this is everywhere, but I live here, so I'm thinking about here, like where the lack of is crazy.
Yeah, because something I always go back to is unresolved issues. The hate, the jealousy, come on here. Like we all trying to accomplish the same goal.
Yeah.
Like you said, why can't we come together? It's funny you saying this because we was actually talking about this, about these churches. You know how it's like 1,000 churches on every block. Like, how do you have all these churches, but ain't nobody for real getting saved?
Oh,
like what is going on? Like, why can't we just close all the churches down, come to one church and bring everybody together? But not just a competition thing. It's that crab in the barrel kind of concept.
And do you think I think everybody wants their own glory too.
Oh, absolutely.
To be at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. Because I got a friend who has a nonprofit that does phenomenal work in the city of Wilmington. And there are 2 or 3 other people that are trying to do the same thing he's mm-hmm. doing. And I've said to him, I said, why don't you just come together with the little struggle nonprofits? Right. And y'all come together. He was like, mm-hmm. he says, you know what it is? He says, people think I have more than what I have, mm-hmm. and it's a hate thing. So they're not going to work with me.
Tell you that ego.
That's crazy.
That ego is real.
Yeah.
It believe that.
Wow. So we got to do better, y'all. I want to support my black businesses, but I do need you to, have better service, mm-hmm. better quality materials. And real quick before we move forward from this, Nelly, do you think, because we're quick to pay, I like the word polo, right? Okay. So we're quick to pay $80-$90 for, polo shirt. Mm-hmm. And then the homie selling the t-shirt for $40. We're like, $40. And it's the t-shirt with the Jordan label on the back that we know costs $7. Right. Like I think we have to get out of just looking at the price, and we're gonna support.
I mean, again, it's for me.
Do we overprice ourselves?
Well,
can we say that? Is that a thing?
I mean, we can, but then also the economy right now is ridiculous price wise. It was like, is it really being overpriced? You know, I'm just saying everything out here is overpriced at this point. But I think also too, it really just goes back to the product. Like, what are we selling, and do we believe in that? Because I'm not buying a $40 shirt that says I'm giving up the booty. You know, like, I'm not spending $40 on that. I'll go buy a polo shirt before I do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think if we're coming with substantial products and things that, you know, that we can really support, then yes, if you can afford to support it.
Right.
You know, if not, and then, you know, it's also too about being mindful of your own budget and finances.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? I get it. You know, people won't run out and buy a polo, but if you can support a business, and then again, we have to make things that are, you know, things that we can actually wear. Like, I'm not wearing big booty hoe, you know, out and like, come on, like, I'll support you, but I'm gonna cut that shirt up and wear it to the gym. You know what I mean? Like,
well, to my credit, I did get my FUBU and cross colors on back in the day, and my car canai.
But that was style, but like, who's walking like?
Yeah, nah.
Just, you know, certain things, and then we have a different age now. Okay, back in the day, we were younger, we was you know what I mean, a little bit more. All right, but now we older, we got kids, husbands, wives.
Right.
What are we doing?
We're doing better in life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
No.
And I'm gonna buy a $40 shirt to put in the drawer.
Just because I support it.
Right. So let's bring out some products that are really worth, you know, supporting.
Investing in, yeah. Okay, all right. Fair enough. Listen, please you know, jump in the comments and let us know what you think. No feedback is bad feedback, and I'm built for this, so you can't pump me down in the YouTube comments or the Facebook comments or whatever. So all good. Nelly, let's shift gears right quick. So I know we're a little bit past graduation season, but I've been off the air for about 2 weeks now. And there was a video that resonated with me about this gentleman. He had been raising this young lady since she was 4 months old, been in her life, married to a mother, all the way up to the 12th grade. The young lady had 7 or 8 graduation tickets. Again, this man has been in her life. She's on his medical insurance, his car insurance. Like, he's been her father in-house since she was 4 months old. We're now 18 and high school graduation. The graduation tickets are divvied out, and he's left out. And brother, rightfully so in my mind, he was upset. But he was extremely upset. And due to him being upset about not getting a ticket to the graduation of this young lady, he's basically essentially raised. He has now taken her off of his medical insurance and her car insurance. And he said, you can go live with your father now, you know, since he got a ticket and I did. So the question is, Nelly B, I understand him being hurt, but is he doing too much? Is he being petty from this perspective right here?
Okay, so he is, I call him a step up dad, not a stepdad.
Okay.
Right. He is stepdad. Listen, he's been there since 4 months.
He's dad, yo.
He's dad. Okay, he's dad. All right, cool. But then she has a biological father.
She does have a biological.
Right. Okay.
Well, let me tell you. Why does this woman already have a new man when the baby's 4 months old? Because that meant y'all had sex like 13 months ago. You made this kid, and there's already another. So that's the whole backstory.
There's so many questions.
There's a lot of questions in this. For 4 months old, come on now. All right, go ahead.
I have a lot of questions for everybody involved in this whole scenario. Seriously, like, because I need to understand this. But talking from the stepfather's position, yes, he was there from 4 months until 12th grade, 18. Oh, absolutely, he deserved the ticket.
Yeah,
he deserved the ticket. And if I remember from the that story, I think it was like the mom, the dad, the aunt, the grandma,
two aunts,
the
grandma, and uncle, and a little girl's boyfriend, and somebody else.
That was the 8 tickets. Yeah, that was 8. Something like that.
But it wasn't one for the man who's been in her life since she was 4 months old.
Yeah, that was foul. That's what we have. First of all, my question is this: as a woman, and that is your husband. That's not just like some regular Joe Schmo. That's your husband. Why didn't the wife step up and be like, "What are we doing?"
So now,
like, that would have made me. If it's to me, it's giving. I don't respect my husband type.
Oof.
And he's been there since she was 4 months until now, and he got her under his health insurance and car insurance. I have a lot of questions for the wife. I need to talk to you. Come here, call me.
Dope therapy.
Seriously, like, what is that about?
Yeah, as a man, so I grew up with not grew up. I had my ex. She had a son when I met her. When I met her, he was 1. He is now 30. Now we, of course, just moved on and he got married. But she didn't had other children. She and I ended up having a kid together. But I was always, even when me and her broke up, me and her son's relationship never ended. Mm-hmm. And he's been in high school 12 years now. 12 years ago when he graduated, there was nothing in my head that made me think I wasn't gonna get it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, so I would have been pissed too, had that happened to me. But I think my anger maybe would have been toward my wife or his mother.
Yeah.
And like, this is my scenario. Yeah. So if I was to do, it would have been toward my wife who, like, why is his boyfriend going, first of all?
But then also too, yes, directly, absolutely to the mother. I think the majority of it should have been to her.
Yeah.
But the chick is 18. So she's old enough to know better, especially if he's making that much of an impact in her life, as he's saying. And then here go my other
You're
question.
right.
Didn't I say I have a lot of questions? So like, this can go in so many different ways, y'all. This can go so many different ways. Because then in my question, maybe to him, the stepdad is, is he viewing the relationship with the girl one way and she's viewing it somewhere else, another way.
But Nelly, we all live in the same house.
But he said he was a truck driver. So like, were you really home? See, it's one thing to be in that position, but then there's another thing to be present and involved. So I mean, I don't know. Again, it can go in so many different ways. I don't really know what's what. You know what I'm saying?
I get that. But if my money is contributing to the way you live and your well-being, because I'm out here grinding for y'all.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck if I'm on the road 6 days a week and only get Sundays off. Right. I need a ticket.
That's true. No, he should have had a ticket. There's no question. He should have had a ticket. Your boyfriend could have stayed home and waited for you after the ceremony. And
here's the thing for all you young people out there. I'm assuming the boyfriend is 18 too. I don't know. We're just gonna say they're both high school
stages. He should be graduating. I'm just saying. With her.
Yeah. Well, yeah. What school you go? He must go to a different school. So Nelly B, but y'all not gonna be together a year from now. Let's just call it what it is. Okay, maybe we'll give you 2 years. If most 18-year-olds make it through their freshman year, then they got a chance.
Right.
Freshman year of college. No, but you don't get no ticket, bro. You ain't gonna. As a man, I know you're not gonna be here within the next probably 18 months.
Right.
And you gonna bump me out? No, you don't get to bump me out, punk.
Nah, thanks.
So yeah, that was a crazy story, and I feel for dude. Is he going too far by removing her from the medical insurance and the car insurance?
I mean, he's angry. You know what I'm saying? He's hurt. And how he deals with his hurt, and if he feels like that's what he needs to do. Like, who am I to say you wrong? I can't, because he's hurt. Like you said, he's been busting his tail all the time.
Right.
Health insurance, car insurance, he's taken care of. Now, for him to say, go live with your dad, that may not be his position. But as far as whatever he's inputting, if that's how he feels he needs to handle it because he feels left out, I mean, who am I to say he's wrong? I
can't say he's wrong. I really can't.
I can't.
No, I feel him, and I would be hurt too.
Absolutely.
That's not his biological kid, but at 4 months, shit.
4 months.
That's your kid.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's your kid. So I mean, so we're looking at that situation. I think as time goes by, maybe he'll soften a little bit with some conversation if it happens.
Yeah.
And maybe she don't live with her dad over the summer before she go to college.
Right.
And they'll be okay.
I'm sorry, but I still have a lot of questions for the wife. What's up with her? What's up with her? Why did she not stand up for her now husband? Like, y'all are married now, and this is your child.
Yeah.
Like, what's that about?
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's a lot of questions.
I wish he showed her. I wish it would have been a way we could see. I'm sure she's responded on social media because first of all, as a man, I'm not going to Instagram and revealing any of that. Let's start there.
I mean, that's this age we in, though.
Nothing wrong with that man, though. It wasn't like he was in his 20s.
But that's the age we in. Everybody does that. I mean, I'm not cool with it. I'm like, go to therapy. Go get it, psychotherapy.com. Go get you a therapist. Talk that stuff out. But that's the era we in. Everybody turns to social media, which is crazy. I don't think it's cool, but to each his own.
If you want to seek validation or have your spirit torn down, that's the place to go. Because you're going to get one or the other.
No matter how good you do, you're going to get it.
Get one or the other. So good luck to him and his family and his stepdaughter, or however we want to phrase her.
Yeah, I have a lot of questions even for her. Her being 18, like, what's up with her? Like,
Well, you know she's got over his boyfriend, so he's definitely getting a ticket. So if it came down to the boyfriend and my dad, my stepdad.
Okay. Grandma, auntie, uncle.
Both aunties went.
Both aunties, whoever. Like
somebody ain't going.
There's something. It seems like there's a lot of moving parts in here, but there's something missing. Like what's going on? What are we missing?
Wow.
This the puzzle doesn't. It's missing some pieces.
Good luck to you all. Nelly B, let's transition because yesterday we were having a conversation and you told me how you did this. Not a conference maybe, but
it was
a seminar. And you were talking about sex amongst a group of church people.
Yeah, so I did a seminar at the church and it was called "Is Masturbation a Sin?"
Woo!
And at this seminar in the church, yes, I brought a dildo. Clutch your girls. Yes,
I don't have none, but they just clutch. The ones that don't have clutch.
I brought a dildo in, and I did it for that same reaction y'all just gave, right? I brought that into the church, and it's funny. My bishop, shout out to you. He was sitting in the back, and he was cracking up. He's always 100% in support of what I did.
Did he know you was going to do this prior to?
He didn't know about the dildo.
Okay,
but he knows how I do.
Yeah.
Right, he knows how I do. So, and he trusts me. So shout out to you, bishop. But yeah, I brought a dildo in, and when I pulled out the dildo, of course, I touched it first. And so I did it because of that wow factor.
This was all women, right?
No.
Oh, it was men. Okay, all right.
Yeah. And my thing was, I did it for that, purposely for that. Like I said, that fact, that wow, that surprise factor. But the point I wanted to make is, why is this such a hard conversation to have in the church when it's something that's real?
Right.
And it's something that we deal with every single day. But we don't want to talk about it. But we just think that praying and speaking in tongues and all that stuff is going to get rid of, whatever we're dealing with. No, it's a thing. We got to talk about it. So, and then what I did is I had them say, I said, everybody, I need you to say vagina. And I need everybody to say penis. And then I said, I need everybody to give God praise because you're still saved. Right? Yeah. Okay, great. And then we got into the whole, yeah.
So I wish I'd have been there. Oh my God. So Nelly, do you think, so you grew up your parents were saved, still are saved, and you grew up in a Christian home, right?
That old school Pentecostal.
Even better, that leads to my question.
Cult.
Even better. So, I'll share what I was told about sex growing up. What were you told about sex growing up from your parents?
It's the devil. It's the devil. You have sex, you're going to hell, but it feels so good.
Meanwhile, you got three of y'all. 3 kids in the house.
That part.
Wow.
And then I also don't hug boys because they just want to feel my titties. So if I hug them, they just want to feel my titties. And that's out of Christ. Yeah, How
long before your thought process shifted from what you had been ingrained in you growing up? Or did you never really buy into that?
I never bought into it.
Oh, really?
I was always the child. Out of all 3 of me and my siblings, I was always the one that always questioned everything because it didn't make sense. I'm like, wait, so you didn't even tell me? Now, I didn't put together like mom and dad having sex and having us. But I'm just like, the God that we serve is really that ill?
Right.
Like
something he created for it.
Right.
Yeah.
Like he's really that like scary and you have sex, you're going to hell, like hell's gonna bust wide open. First of all, for me and those of y'all who know outside of Pentecostals, the way I grew up, see my nails right now, y'all know I'm going to hell, right?
And you don't have a dress on.
You're right.
You wear a dress like every day.
But that's what I was going to say. It was we wore pants, you're going to hell. And I was like, what? So I felt like I was going to have to test the theory. So I was wearing pants, I'm waiting for hell to bust wide open. It ain't open up yet. So now you're telling me about sex. What you thought I did?
That runs into it, right? It makes you curious.
I'm gonna gotta test the theory. Am I really going to hell?
So go back to the second, because I knew some girls in high school who we called them church girls.
Mm-hmm.
It was a just black family, and their cousins. They all went to high school. They went to CROE, right? And they always wore skirts down to their ankles.
Mm-hmm.
Their male cousins who were very strong. I'm just going to say they were very into church. Also, I was about to say churchified, but they were very into church. But they carried feminine characteristics, and they all hung together.
Mm-hmm.
The girl cousins with the boy cousins who seem to be very feminine.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think it is about? Do feminine or gay men, in your opinion, do you think they find comfort in Christianity? Because you definitely couldn't go to a mosque acting that way. You know what I'm saying? Do you think there's a comfort in Christianity for feminine or gay men?
So I don't believe there's a comfort in it because as Christians, especially back in the day, that was condemned as well.
Right.
Well, let me speak for the West Indian, because those who don't know, I'm Jamaican. So we're from the West Indian descent, Jamaica, West Indies. So being gay, or as we say back home, batiman, you know, that's spoken against. You going to hell soon.
Worse.
Exactly.
That's worse than wearing pants.
That's worse. So I don't know if Christianity as a whole, but from the West Indian culture, you couldn't come in there being feminine, acting like that.
So you telling me, Nelly, you never saw a feminine West Indian dude or
not
Jamaican dude?
Back in my day.
Not back
now,
in the
today is a totally different story. Who knows?
Dirty wine and everything.
Okay, all in service. But I'm saying, no, but back in the day, you couldn't. No,
right.
That was not accepted. Like, you gonna get put on an altar with every kind of olive oil and maybe some cooking oil too. Olive oil, all of that. Yeah, you can be on the altararian for hours for that spirit to leave. Yeah, back in the day, it wasn't a thing that's condoned. You know what I'm saying? Like Christianity. Now today is maybe I don't think
it's condoned. It's just accepted, maybe. Well, I guess
it is accepted. I think it's accepted more now because they're like, somebody has to reach everybody, which is real. It is. We got to reach everybody, so it is more accepted. Like, it's more accepted, but it's not like you're gonna make heaven if you stay this way. Like, let's promote it and say, "Yay, be gay and still go to heaven." I mean. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And ultimately, it's between you and God.
I know. Sometimes I'll watch Silla's church service online on Sunday morning sometimes. And this is the church in the Mississippi, Southern Baptist Church, and they're still against. He still talks against it.
Yeah.
Homosexuality. And in my mind, people gonna do what they're gonna do anyway. But I think what throws me off with Christians is, aren't we supposed to try to just bring people in and let the word take it from there?
There you go. Absolutely.
Because when you're the pastor, you're up there, you're passing judgment from the pulpit. Does that, you're not going to save that person's soul, or and you're at least you're not going to allow the word to convict them because you're being so judgmental.
A lot of times they're projecting. That's another story. That's another show. That's another show.
Let me put my.
But no, seriously.
I want to spit my gum. Not that pastor. No.
Not that one. But no, that is true though. But it is supposed to be about the word. Like we I think people, as we get caught up in our titles. And this is nothing new. We've had this discussion 1,000 times. Get caught up in our titles, and then we think we are God. So we have things that we can condemn them and Bible beat them into salvation, and we can't. That's not our goal. So I think a lot of leaders and people who represent Christ, they lose sight of the purpose.
I think with kids today, and even with us, I think that I know what I was told about sex was, don't do it, you'll get somebody pregnant. That was the reason. Don't do it, you can get a disease or you're going to get somebody pregnant, so don't have sex. And I grew up with my mother, so I don't know if her scope of, she didn't know how to have that conversation with me, and nor did I really want her to. You know what I'm saying? So everything early in my life, I learned about sex. And I went to church. I remember getting baptized by Reverend White, Macedonian Missionary Baptist Church, Terrell, Arkansas. I remember getting baptized. No one ever had a conversation with me about sex.
I think, honestly, that's a lot of what was missing growing up. Was the actual conversation, the truth of the conversation.
Yeah.
Because you grew up back in the day, certain things you don't expose your kids to. When adults are talking, kids go away.
Right.
And I get that to a level of respect, but it's like we really have to educate our children. And a lot of the parents did not educate, and leaders did not educate us because they really didn't know either.
Right.
It was just like passed down that superficial surface level. Don't have sex because it's the devil, or you're gonna get somebody pregnant. Because you can. That is a possibility.
Oh, yeah,
but then there is,
there's
protection, there's all that stuff, blah, blah, blah. Like me, I tell my son now, who's a teenager, I'm like, listen, you're 15. You're not ready for all of that emotional stuff that comes with
that part.
You know what I mean? So I don't understand. The act, I'm sure, will be very fun. Yeah, you like it, all that. However, the stuff that comes with it is what you're not prepared for. And those are the things that makes the sex, sex outside of its rightful, positions so detrimental. Because it's the emotional and mental distress that comes with it.
As a woman, like I grew up with my mother, do you have a hard time? Is it difficult for him to receive a sexual conversation coming from you?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Completely uncomfortable.
Completely. Those who know me, I ain't holding no punches.
You raw. You go raw.
I'm saying, listen, all this. Y'all know I'm gonna share this story. You probably can kill me, but I don't care. kill him first. But yeah, I know Aquaphor, right? That tub of Aquaphor, that good, lotion, that ointment. That's expensive. That tub is like anywhere from 18 to 20 pounds. And I know inflation's happening, right? So that's what we use in my house. And I keep going in my son's room, and that tub of Aquaphor is always on his bed, open, and he's asleep. So I said to him, I said, sweetie, listen, you know how I feel about all of this, right? First of all, I don't like a dirty room. I said, secondly, that Aquaphor is expensive. So if you ain't here playing with yourself with the Aquaphor, please stop. That's too expensive for that. Use that Vaseline intensive care up there. Put my Aquaphor back. He's like, Mom, gosh. And I'm looking at him like, what's the problem? I'm not even doing that. Well, if you're thinking about it, put the Aquaphor away, please, because that's expensive.
Right.
You know, kids waste the money on the Aquaphor and you ain't here playing with your little penis.
Yeah. I could have never, my mom would have never even gave me any of that. But you know what, Nelly? Here's the crazy part about being a teenage boy, right? Once you discover that feeling, and I discovered masturbation accidentally by watching my penis, and I was like, oh, this feels good. That feels great. Yeah. And then and one thing I can know, and I know it's a lot of dudes be like, oh, I don't do that. I ain't never did that. You stop lying. You masturbated before. But one thing I do know about masturbation when men discover it, however you discover it, from that, I feel like, and I'm 52 now, I feel like from the day, no matter what your life circumstances are, if you got a harem of women or if you just got one or if you single. Right. Once you put your hand on that thing and you get that feeling, it never truly ever comes off.
Never comes off.
It happens to you die. Even if you got that woman right beside you,
right.
Me and my friends talk about this all the time. They're like, yo, bro, every once in a while I just give myself a good rub out. Like I don't feel like the whole trying to convince her to give me some, or I'm home alone, I'm horny. I ain't one out. Like, and it's a lot of dudes that will not admit, and it's okay. We know you're cool, we know you're handsome, all the women like you, but you're lying.
You know, some women do it too.
They lie that they don't.
Yeah, they lie that they don't. They do.
But what's there to lie about? I mean, if you just say, I want to discuss my business, that's one thing. But just to say that I've never, we know you don't have to do it. But
it's just like sometimes when I think I've heard it before with guys, like before you go on a date, you rub one out. So because honestly, being that sexually driven, just like anything else, it clouds your judgment.
Oh, absolutely.
So sometimes you may need to rub one out and like kind of, all right, cool, now let me see clear.
Yeah.
Just the vision clearer. It does.
That's sexual intensity. What have you fucked up?
It will.
It'll be like looking through foggy glasses the whole time.
Yeah.
And you miss 20 million things that you should have seen. No.
and now regretting every decision.
I don't know if I ever rubbed one out before a date, but afterwards, when it didn't happen, it's going down.
Before I've experienced that before, just to make sure I'm not engaged.
You're calibrated.
Yeah, because I don't want to just see because he told us to go ahead. Just because that would have just drove me by itself. So I get this out the way. So okay, what's your intellect like? What's your spiritual life like? So
let me listen. So a couple of weeks ago, we were maybe show 2 or whatever it was. Anyway, we were talking about. Have you ever seen that pastor down? I want to say he's in Atlanta. And he's he's a gay pastor, and he has a church, and he has a first husband. And he gets a lot of backlash on social media about his lifestyle and all that. But he has a congregation, people come in here. And so one of the things I said, I want to get your opinion on this. One of the things I said to my co-host that day was, is he any worse than the pastor who's gay on the down low, or the pastor who beats his wife or cheats on his wife, but he's still in the pulpit?
No.
Sin's a sin, right?
Sin is sin.
Yeah.
Sin is sin. No sin is greater than the other. Sin is sin. Wrong is wrong. Right is right. His is just out there.
He's out there.
When I did the seminar for Is Masturbation a Sin, and everybody was clutching their pearls. I said, we act like we are holy, but I bet you right now, if I go to every one of y'all's car and open your glove box, I would be surprised by what I see. Because we like to hide things like, we think it's better because it's hidden. And I actually just spoke on this in New York last week. Keeping secret kills you. Keeping secrets kills us. It makes us more sick.
It eats away at you, right?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
So, the pastor that's out and about, not to say it's right. And I shout out to Ty Tribbett because he said this years ago and it stuck with me. Just because it's real don't mean it's right. You know what I mean? Okay, right. So he's openly gay and he has his first husband and he's on the pulpit preaching. He's being open and real about it, but does it mean it's right? No, sin is sin. And he's going to have to answer to God for that. none of us think nothing.
Same as the heterosexual pastor.
Same as the heterosexual
beat his wife for cheating on her.
Or even just lusting after somebody else. That's not his.
Yeah.
Regardless if you're just a human being, forget your title.
Right.
Your title is irrelevant. Just you as a person. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, I don't want to be nobody's judge. So,
and you know what?
The
seminar he did, I think, is needed because I just think that why are we so when it comes in the church when it comes to talking about sex? Like it's such a normal thing. You're all having sex. There are women that show up in church every Sunday pregnant without a husband.
Mm-hmm.
So like I don't know, like that's a place where we should be getting that guidance.
So because it's the lack of guidance. It's the lack of true education and true true teaching of what the word really is about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so that messes everybody up, messes up the followers. And the thing is when I did the seminar, I learned even myself that Christianity is the most sex positive religion in the world. Hear what I'm saying? Sex positive, where it encourages it.
Right.
Under the right confines.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It speaks of it. It speaks of even down to the foreplay. It's all in the Bible. And it's encouraged, but within the right realm.
Right.
Which is marriage, right? Under the unity of marriage. But it is the most sex positive. So it's not like, so, you know, for us to grow up as Christians to say, oh, sex is bad, you calling God a lie. Oof. Ain't that what it, I didn't say that. You telling me that this is terrible and it's bad, but he didn't say that. On the sixth day when he made everything, he said everything I made was very good. And I tell him, Lord, thank you, because people is very good.
Right.
I bless God for it.
Yo.
What is mine?
So Nelly, so after the seminar, what's the feedback you typically get from the people in attendance? When you hit a raw like that, you pulled out the dildo in the sanctuary. Oh, yeah. I know that church must have went upside down.
Yes, I do.
What's the reaction you typically get afterwards? People come up to you.
Can I get your card? Can I call you?
Freedom.
What?
I want to be released.
Thank you. I didn't know that. And it made it better because my bishop was totally backing me up the whole time.
Right.
The whole time he's like, y'all better listen. That's right, Bishop. Thank you, sir.
That support is awesome.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah. But yeah. No, a lot of times it's like, wow, and you know, people always say because I'm just so open with it. I mean, it's enough. I grew up under the umbrella of secrets, and I saw how it tore my family up. I saw how it affected me growing up. I knew about that, and so because I'm so open about it, people are just like, "Thank you." Like I didn't understand it. Like you made it make sense. Because honestly, it's not that complex. We complicate stuff. We really do. We
Absolutely.
As I say back, put mass force on it. Chill. Y'all doing too much.
Just let it be.
Yeah.
Wow. No, you know what? Listen, I know it's always a difficult topic, especially in Black households, because we're very secretive anyway. And then you add the Lord in there, it becomes something else.
And can I be honest? I just thought about this.
Please.
The being secretive stuff, that's more so being ashamed and holding on to secrets of your own stuff that you project onto your children. And that's why we're so secretive and tiptoeing and coming down so hard on our kids. No. I know what I was doing at 15. Baby, leave the aqua for alone. Get that vaccine intensive care. Make sure you clean up after yourself. Thank you. You know what I'm saying?
It's almost like we don't want our kids to know that we were kids or that we did what they were doing. It's like we want to stand in this position of holier than thou in front of our children. And not be real with them.
Right. I'm gonna be honest, even with that, to a degree, that is still necessary, though. Especially
you got to create a boundary and have it. Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly. To a degree, it is necessary to maintain.
Yeah, you want to have that respect level. Yeah. But my baby girl was 18. Like we talk about everything, and her friends are always amazed that they was like, "Oh, you tell your dad about stuff with boys and sex?" And she was like, "Yeah, because my mom can't tell me about boys." And I was like, but they think it's weird that we have that kind of relationship because none of them can go to their dad without being chastised.
Right.
Or you being a whore. Why was you thinking that? Right. Like we cannot give that message to our children. We cannot say don't masturbate. I don't want to have that conversation with my daughter, honestly. But if she brought it to me, you know what? I'd rather her do that than just be out here reckless.
So I tell my son, and I told him, I'm saying to my son, because he's only 15, I have a younger one. But I tell my son, listen, I know what's happening. You're at that age.
Absolutely.
However, this is my thing. In my house, I don't want to hear it, see it, smell it, know that it's happening. Make sure you just do what you need to do to keep it discreet.
Right.
And let's keep it moving. That's just how I put it to my child.
Yeah, he, at 15, you're horny for no reason. Your penis rub up against your drawers and you get a woody. Like, it's just like, I miss those days.
Yeah, because there's times that he walks in the room and I'm like, and not that he's been doing anything. He's probably just regular, you know. And I'm just like, okay.
Might have seen somebody on TV on a Colgate commercial kiss somebody, and there it is.
I don't even know. It's just, put it away. Right.
I do think that. I think what you did was awesome. I think we do need to talk about it more because it's just normal. Nobody's saying it's right or wrong, but this is, as human beings, it's what we do.
So let's go here. If you want to go back to the word, it's right. It's right. There's no wrong to sex. It's wrong in how you operate in it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you covered it and you sexing somebody else's husband, wife. It's wrong if you operate in the wrong, realm in it. But under the right confines, which is marriage, according to the word.
Right.
Listen, it says the wedding bed, the marriage bed is undefiled.
Anything can go down over there.
Swing off the chandelier. Make it happen. But I have a lot of couples that I do deal with, married and engaged and everything else in therapy. And when they sit and they talk with me, they just look at me like, what? And he said he wanted to put syrup on my butt. They're like, Miss Janelle, what you mean? Okay. Do you give him consent? You good with that?
Yeah, if you're good with it.
Right. That's not what? He like, I'm just trying to eat it. Well, let me eat it. What's going on? Whatever. Listen, y'all grown.
And that's all stemming from what they were taught from their upbringing and what was poured into your mind.
There you go.
If you don't, you have to figure things out for yourself at a certain point.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sheesh. Rough, rugged, and raw.
It's just real and it's right.
It's real and it's right.
It's right.
Yeah.
I mean, we're adults, okay? We're adults, and that's why I deal with adults in therapy. I love the children, but I cannot deal with children in therapy because a lot of the issues the children are dealing with stems from the adults in the family.
Right.
Not to say that they don't have their own, they do. But if we can get it right, we can then feed our children the right things.
Let me ask you this. This is a sidebar, but it's give me your thoughts on, so you're dating someone and you have made a decision you don't want to have sex before you marry this person. Mm-hmm. But the other person was like, listen, I want to see if we're compatible in this area. Mm-hmm. Do you recommend long-term relationship? You're thinking about getting married. Do you recommend sex prior to? I do, but I want to hear, because I want to know, first of all, I want to know if we're compatible in that way. I want to know if there is some kind of issue going on down there. I want to know everything about that area too. Like I know about your brain, your background. I want to know about the area too.
So in order to know it, do you have to actually physically engage in it? Or can I tell you that I'm having issues staying wet, or, sometimes it hurts,
Well, you can tell me that.
Right.
Yeah.
So, right.
But I mean, okay, so let me just get to the point. I just want to test drive the car.
Okay.
Like, because you might not find, maybe it doesn't work for you. And do you want to be stuck with somebody who is not fulfilling, or who may be too small for you, or too big for you, or whatever? Like, do you really want to go into a situation like that without knowing prior to?
And I definitely understand what you're saying. You want to test drive the car, but people in hell want ice water. So what are we doing here? It's your wants. It's really based upon the person.
Yeah.
So I can't say, you should let them do it.
Right.
To each his own.
Yeah.
I can't tell you, yes, go test drive the car, and she don't want to test drive the car. If that is your standard, and you're like, I have to test drive before I say I do, then that's your standard. I can go against that. If her standard is, nah, nobody's test driving nothing, I can't be like, no, you should change your mind. The power decision is your own. It ain't mine. So, but you guys, I would encourage the conversation.
Yeah. An
open and honest conversation about sex and what you may desire, what you don't desire, what you do like, what you don't like, and the boundaries that you do have concerning that. Because I'm a strong believer, and through life experience too, if we can flow and we have great chemistry, the sex gonna be off the chain.
Yeah. It should all come together.
It should definitely, whether he's big, small, or indifferent. Somehow that connection is, and then let's be honest, sex is learned. Right. So, okay, check this out. I'm 44, about to be 45, right? Me and a couple of my girlfriends went to.
I can't believe you're about to be 45.
I know, right? I'm over. No.
I feel like I know you when you was in your early 30s.
20s. No, me and some girlfriends in our big age. Okay, and I was a baby in a bunch of. No, I wasn't a baby. It was another young lady. That's a little bit but we was all over 40. We went to a riding for rookies class.
What's that?
Learning how to ride.
Oh, literally.
Yeah, in Philly. This was like in June, just like last month. And I was like, let's just go just for the heck of it. Not that we ain't know how to ride. We've been doing this from, whatever. But let's just go. See, we're going to learn something new. This is our girls' night. We went. And again, we had to bring pillows and we had to get knee pads. So, all of us is over 40, working, married, kids, all that.
Right.
So now after work, we all pile up in the car, we driving, we taking shots, having a great time, getting ready to go to this class. We go to the class that started at 9:00. First of all, we get there, we already like, we already yawning like.
It's bedtime in real life.
Listen, so the point I'm making is that although we went to this class and everything she taught us, the only thing that was different than what we already knew was the name she made up for the moves. Okay? We've done all those moves before in our years of.
This wasn't our girl from back in the day. Remember?
No, this is somebody else.
Is she still around?
Yeah, she is, apparently.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
And what we did learn. So here's the thing. So we were like, okay, it was cool. We did it. We wouldn't do it again. It was fine. All right, cool. But we didn't really grasp anything. But what we did learn was this. So there's a pill out there called Silk Silk, SILKELM. If you have issues with staying wet, that is the pill to get.
It doesn't.
It keeps you nice and moist.
Wow.
Oh, that's something to learn about.
Right.
Not that I have any issues now, but menopause is somewhere around there. So
it's knocking.
It's
looking over at you.
No, it better stay far away. But I'm just so if ever, I said, okay, it's something new. But something I did grasp from that, as much as I've had a lot of experience in this area, is that I need collagen in my knees. That's what I did. That's what I wanted, the black girl collagen. I have to take it every day. So the point I'm making is we're having that conversation.
Right.
Because I didn't realize how much my knees, they sound like a bag of chips.
Oh my God.
Especially in riding.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I didn't realize it. So I was like, oh, and then she taught us collagen helps that. Bet. I ordered collagen the next day. Thank you. So the point I'm making is to have that real conversation.
Yeah.
About that's what it, this is what's going on.
We don't. And I don't know why we don't, but we just don't.
Because we,
funny
style.
Wow. Have you seen this show called Atlanta Plastic before? It comes on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyway, so I was watching it. I was watching it the other day, and there's this dude. They do all these black plastic surgeons in Atlanta.
Okay.
They do all the work, and they really make these women look good. They don't do no over the top nonsense. And if you want something really crazy, they won't do it.
Okay.
So they're very respected in the cosmetic community. This is what they do. So this black dude came in. I think he was like 30, 31. He wanted a penis implant.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted his penis to be bigger. So he told the doctor that he was 3 inches. Okay. Now he has 2 kids, and he's able to, he said that he just wants to be 12 inches.
Oh.
He wanted to go from 3 to 12.
Wow.
And the doctor said, so are you saying you want to go from 3 to 12 plastic, or you wanted to grow to be 12?
Right.
He was like, however I can get to 12, basically.
Wow.
He just wanted 12 inches, right? So the doctor refused to do the surgery on him because he said, listen, we can add length to your penis. However, you may lose the ability to maintain an erection. Mm-hmm. He said, so do you want to be little and hard or huge and it doesn't get up?
Wow.
He said, so the dude was like, well, either way, I'm screwed because he says, no. He says, I think you should work with what you have. So this is the integrity of this particular place.
Nice. I'm going to check it out.
They could have gave him 8 extra inches, 9, and he would have been woody, but maybe it wouldn't get hard. Mm-hmm. So I don't know, 12 inches is insane. That's ridiculous. That's when you sit on the toilet, the poop is in the water.
Exactly.
Think about that. You have to literally hold because the toilet water is right there.
Right.
That's disgusting.
Right.
So all you male strippers up there that have your penis in the water all the time, every time you gotta take a shit, you're disgusting. And then you come slinging around.
Well, maybe they keep it on their lap while they poop.
Well, when you first start, you peeing when you poop it. Most people, you pee at the same time.
So maybe they hold it up.
I guess we gotta do. I don't know. I don't want that problem.
Right.
But anyway, he just felt like he has 2 kids. So it hasn't stopped him from having sex. But he just says, it constantly comes out, and that's a problem for me and my partners. And he's been cheated on because of the length of his penis. I'm just like, golly.
But I mean, they have different toys and stuff out there, like enhancement toys and different things.
For men to use?
Yeah, they have male enhancement tools. But I don't know. I mean, maybe it's not going to get him.
Oh, like an extender he could put on his penis.
Right.
You don't feel that, though, do we? Like, it's for the woman.
I don't have a penis.
I guess it's for the woman.
Right.
Okay.
Right. But I don't know, because even some lesbians that I do know that wear a strap on, apparently there is something in the strap on that still connects to their clit. So even if they're penetrating, they're still
they get a sensation.
So I wouldn't be surprised if there is something there to.
It's definitely above my pay grade, right?
Right. Especially the way technology is today, I wouldn't be surprised.
So Nelly, all right, we're this is going by fast, right? We're coming toward the end. Two things, Nelly B. Give me just a little wrap up word for the church and masturbation, like what people should maybe consider that are highly saved.
Go to therapy. Jesus and therapy works. It does. It really does.
They go hand in hand.
They go hand in hand. They do.
Not one or the other, but both can go together.
Both. They work. They really do. It's okay. You can.
Okay. All right. Can you give me just a little word? Tell people how they can reach you again, and then maybe just a little nugget for the people as far as mental health. Something,
Okay, so I can be reached at Dope Therapy Life, LIFE.com, or Dope Therapy Life on Facebook, Instagram. Or Nelly B Right on Facebook, Instagram, social media, everywhere. So just my little nugget for today. Something I used to always say back in the day, and I'm gonna say it again. Shout out to the best therapist in the world, William Shakespeare. Above to thine own self be true. Right.
Wow.
We really got to start walking. And for those who don't know, he's not really a therapist. He's a playwright. But he said that, and I think that's one of the most phenomenal things that was ever said. We have to really start walking in our truth. Right. We have to really start not only walking, but operating in our truth. Even the things that hurt. And yes, it's not going to feel good. They say it's a hard pill to swallow. Right. It is. But once we start operating in our truth and really facing our truth, life will become a little bit easier for you. It really will. It'll be hard in the beginning, but get a therapist. It'll work. It'll help. Get support. It'll help. But yeah, start working in your truth and watch how things line up.
I received that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, anytime.
Listen, thank you guys for tuning in to the Still Country Podcast. I want to thank my lovely co-host, Nelly B in the building, Pip Moxley. Alumni.
Yes, definitely.
Listen, y'all, we will see y'all soon. Please continue to like, follow, and subscribe and share all things Still Country Podcast. I'm your host, Eli Isabel. I love you and thank you so much for tuning in. Y'all have a good night.
Straight out the South Arkansas, where the talk is real and the vibe is raw. This South got something to say. No filters, no faking, just the truth, how we see it. So kick back, tap in, and let's get to it. The Still Country Podcast, Still Country Podcast, Still Country Podcast. Show the money, Still Country Podcast, Still Country Podcast.